Good evening, Heritage War Eagles. Welcome to, what is it, Week 10?
Week 10, this is the last one.
Big important game of the whole season. It's the last game. Heritage War Eagles are going up against Har-ber Wildcats tonight. And hopefully we get a win. But whatever goes out on the field, we'll just have to wait and find out.
Well, this is the last game of the season for 2017, and we have a large number of seniors who are going to be playing their last game at home tonight, and it would be nice to send them off with some kind of a victory or a really hard-fought game. The War Eagles tonight come into the game. They are 1-8. They are 1-5 in conference. Springdale Har-ber comes into the game tonight 6-3, 3-3 in conference. There's no way that Har-ber, who are initially by some were pegged to be the conference champion, there's no way they can be that tonight. That's going to be decided in Bentonville between Bentonville West and Bentonville. We'll be kicking off here in a few seconds, and both of those teams are tied for 6-0 for first place. And the winner of the game will be the conference champion. But Har-ber knows that no matter what, they will have to be playing this time next week. And the question for Har-ber is, do you save your starters? How long do your starters go in the game tonight? Because no matter what happens tonight, Har-ber will play next week. And maybe if we see some second-string guys for Har-ber, we'll see what happens tonight for us. I know we've got some underclassmen. We've got some sophomores and juniors that are maybe wanting to make a lasting impression so they can have a chance to start next year as seniors themselves.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got to, I saw Trey Kitterman out there getting recognized, and even though the Heritage War Eagles have many losses, Trey Kitterman and Dylan Qualls, they've been doing a really good job this year. Same goes along with Luis Morales and many other different players. For instance, Jay De La Rosa.
Well, and Michael, since you mentioned it, we'll just kind of go down the list here. Tonight, seniors playing their very last game as a War Eagle. Number 1, Brendan Collins. His last game's tonight. Number 3, Jay De La Rosa. Number 5, Zach Gall. We go down the list, and we have number 14, Nathan Lowe's. That's his last game. Number 15, tailback Dylan Qualls tonight is his last game. As Michael mentioned, Trey Kitterman, quarterback number 16, tonight is his last game. Shane Johansson, number 20. As we go down the list, 27, Liam Anderson. Joseph Nunnally, number 31. 35, DeAndre Mendez. After this game, he's going to be rolling over into wrestling when this game's over. 36, Frayne Drain. 37, Devon Upholman. 40, Ryan Foster. 41, Seth Madewell. 46, Nathan Meyerless. 46, Giovanni Hernandez. And I got to tell you, watching Giovanni Hernandez, that he has just been the one bright spot this year on defense. Every time we played the ball, he's always come out. He's always played hard. Other seniors tonight, we've got 53, Christian Combs, his last game. 55, Jacob Jones. 60, Nick Lostovica. 63, Landon Evans. 66, Luis Morales. 68, Kevin Beltran. And the sad thing about for Kevin is that he didn't even play it down this year because he actually tore his ACL early in the year. And I don't even know if he dressed out for a single game this year. Other seniors tonight, Carter Hiller, 73. We go down the list, 83, Ethan Brown. Ethan has not got a lot of snaps this year, but Ethan is our big cheerleader on the sideline. If you ever come to a game, Ethan is big 83, and he likes to dance, and he likes to cheer on the team, and no matter what's going on, he's always full of energy. Then we got number 91, Garrett Sheets, and number 95, Jacob Green. These are all seniors tonight who are playing their last games for your War Eagles.
Well, hopefully they do good tonight. So, any big football games over the weekend?
Well, let's see. I know Arkansas, I think they're playing Coastal Carolina. I'm going to be quite honest. I've been out of it, and I'm not sure what big games are going on this week. And I know last weekend there were quite a few games, but I'm really not sure what's on the menu.
Well,
I was kind of hoping that Ohio State was going to lose, but they pulled out a victory, and Penn State kind of blew that game on the road.
Well, if Coach Cook is watching, his Cowgirls are going to go up against the Chiefs, and he says that the Chiefs are junior varsity. Okay, no, 6-2. That's not junior varsity. What does the Cowgirls have? What place are they? Yeah, nothing. Chiefs are still first in the AFC West. They've actually been doing pretty good this year. Really not expected of what I expected out of the Chiefs, but Alex Smith is actually making good plays. He's knowing when to throw the ball. He's actually improved a lot more than he did last year. And a thing that I do want to mention, one thing that I am noticing, and this is getting out of control in the NFL, is the football players taking a knee. Honestly, it's not my place to get mad at those football players, but it's just so disappointing because there's so many kids that look up to those football players and want to be just like them. And those kids will think, okay, well, since he's doing it, I'm going to go ahead and take a knee also. And, there's another thing, like how Miss Beeson mentioned, that there's protests, and that's the reason why these football players are taking the knee. But I agree with what Miss Beeson said, is that they should have protested in a different way. In my way of, if I was to protest, I'd just get a picket sign and, and just say, hey, this isn't fair and all that.
Well, and I understand what you're saying, and I also know that the circumstances behind the protest is more complicated than anybody wants to admit. And I totally understand why the ball players feel that they need to bring attention to different issues that's affecting them within our society. But no, I totally understand, and if you want someone to understand your point of view, you got to find the right way to protest.
Yes.
Well, Michael, I think we're about 15 seconds away here. We've got both ball clubs are getting ready to run onto the field here. It looked like from the coin toss that the Har-ber is going to win the coin toss. They're going to receive. And onto the field comes your War Eagles carrying the flag, carrying the War Eagle banners.
Look how strong they come out. I like how they just come out. That's my favorite part. It looks like they're just warriors just running out.
Come out as a team, coming out carrying the flag. You were just kind of talking about that a few seconds ago. And by the way, speaking of which, for those of you who were listening tonight, this coming Friday, November 10th, Heritage High School is going to be having our annual Veterans Day Assembly. And the assembly will be taking place at about 10:15 on Friday morning. And the assembly is opened up to anybody in the community. We're going to have a section for family members, anyone who is a veteran who has served, or you have a member who served. You are welcome to show up. We're going to have a good morning where we get to recognize students who were joining the military. We're going to recognize teachers and faculty members who, before they became teachers, served our country in a much different way. So if you're available this coming Friday morning, November 10th, I encourage you guys to come to Heritage High School and be a part of our Veterans Day Assembly.
What was the name of that one? It was a Marine that gave a big speech.
You're talking about last year?
Yes.
You would have to ask me that, and if you give me a few, it is Aaron Menken.
Yes.
Aaron Menken was at our campus last year, and he spoke on Veterans Day Assembly, and we had a huge audience for that, and I think the kids really enjoyed it. There's the kickoff, and it's going to be taken by number 14 of Har-ber, and he's going to run to the right-hand side.
Oh.
He's the ball on the bounce. We already see a flag come into the play.
Flag, yep.
And he's going to be pushed out around the 42-yard line, but I imagine that's going to go back probably inside the 30.
Yeah, Har-ber, it seems like they're already moving back. Not for sure what the penalty is going to be. I couldn't really see what was going on. Looks like holding.
I think it's going to be illegal pushing the back there, so that's going to be probably 10 yards there from about that 38. So Har-ber will take the ball over. It's going to be their first play from scrimmage. Going to be 1st and 10 from about their own 29. So if you're just now joining us, we're just starting. 11:52 here to go in the first quarter. Beautiful night here in Rogers. If you're in the area, we've got plenty of room. Come on in. According to my phone, it is 65 degrees, although it is going to continue to drop, and there is a small breeze, but it is a beautiful night for football. The last high school football game for the 2017 season for Heritage.
So is there any big plans that you did for Halloween?
Big plans. Yeah, we had a fun night. Number 25 for Har-ber. He's going to get maybe a yard. That was a nice wrap-up by our War Eagles. Going to make it about 2nd and 9. Yeah, Michael, my 3-year-old daughter, we went out, and it rained a little bit, but we got a giant bag of candy, and I can tell you that I have helped my daughter eat a good chunk of that. So, so 2nd and 9 here for Har-ber. They're going to throw on the right-hand side. Going to be caught by number 2, tackled there by War Eagle number 44, Parker Lee. Junior linebacker makes a nice play out there on the edge. Going to bring up about 3rd and 3. Michael, did you trick-or-treat Tuesday night?
Yeah, it was my last year of trick-or-treating.
This was your last year?
Yes. As much as I hate to say it, it's going to be my last year because, I mean, to be honest, I'm just getting old. I just don't have the enthusiasm to just go up to a door and say trick or treat. You know, I just go up to the door and just, same routine, just open the bag and, expect some candy.
Number 25 for Har-ber takes the ball off of the left side. He's going to get about 4 yards for a first down. Nice play there by the defense.
Yes.
It looked like we were going to stop him for a loss, but he's going to fight his way for a first down. So 1st and 10 for Har-ber at their own 40. 10:40 to go here in the first quarter. Number 15 back to throw for Har-ber. He's looking deep. He's got number 20.
Caught it. Nice tackle. That is made by, let's see.
Is that 37 over there? Number 37 for the War Eagles. That's Devin Paulman, senior defensive back. He comes in to make the tackle, but not before. That's about a 30-yard gain for Har-ber. So Har-ber here in about 3-4 plays, they're within striking distance. Heritage, for those of you guys who were not with us last week, Heritage was taken to the woodshed last week. Bentonville put up 70 on this defense, so the defense has something to come back and to prove this week. So number 16 is going to make the catch. He's going to get about a 9-yard, about an 8-yard run on that before he's finally tackled down for 2nd and 2 coming up for Har-ber. Again, Har-ber, they have already secured a playoff spot tonight. They're just trying to make sure that they stay sharp for next week. And if you know you're going to be playing in the first round, you want to make sure that everyone's healthy.
It's number 15 saw his man. Pass is complete. Looked like he only got about like 5 yards.
Number 15 for Har-ber, his name is Blaze. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce his last name. I think it's Witcham, and I'm sure I am butchering that. Now, according to this, he's only a sophomore. So this number 15 for Har-ber, he's only a sophomore, and Mom and Dad decided to name him Blaze, and hopefully we can put out that fire tonight. But he's throwing the ball pretty good. Blaze is going to run off to the right-hand side. He's going to take a shot there, but not before he gets about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, hopefully we do put out the fire, like you said.
Yeah, we've got going to make that about, what is that, 2nd and 6. They're inside the
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, they're at the 11. So you want to see our War Eagles right now make a pretty good stand. You want to see them try to stop them here. After last week, they want to show up and maybe do something early. Number 6, left-hand side, gets the flip.
Nice defense to stop the play.
He dives inside the 5 for a first down. So, Michael, you told me you went trick-or-treating. I got to tell you that the rule in my house when my son got older was that as soon as he could drive, and he could drive to go buy his own bag of candy, there was no more door-to-door trick-or-treat, fill up your bag. So Har-ber, they're 1st and goal from at the 3-yard line. He's going to hand the ball off to number 25. He's going to find his way for a touchdown. Har-ber's on the board. So Har-ber kind of made that look easy on that play. 1st and goal from the 3 and 25. And 25 for Har-ber, that is Logan Collins. He's a senior running back, and he's going to make that look easy. So 89 is going to come on for Har-ber. 89 is Jesus Zinzumba. He's your senior kicker. He's going to try to turn the 6 into a 7.
I do like how the defense is actually tightening up each play, making sure that no man gets by them. And number 7, which is Ty Grazer, attempted to try and block the punt, but didn't do it.
Yeah, we've served all the games that you, Michael, and we've covered this year. Ty Grazer, who's a junior, going to be a senior next year. Looking forward to seeing him coming back bigger, stronger, and faster, and seeing him contribute more next year. We've seen him all year long come off of that edge trying to block that PAT, and we've actually seen him once or twice actually do it. And what you have to admire about him is that he's pretty much fearless out there, and he just kind of throws his body into it.
Yeah.
Who do we got deep back there for us, Michael? It looks like I see number 3. Number 3 is Jay De La Rosa. Who else is back there? Can you see back there for me? I think we've got 15. Dylan Qualls, he's actually the up back at about the 22-yard line. That has to be Ty out there. It has to be Ty out there. I can't tell, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be Ty.
That is Ty.
So you got Ty Grazer and Jay De La Rosa. They're back deep. Then the up men are Dylan Qualls, and it looks like number 2, Brett Lamond, are the up men. So 9-10, we're early here in the first quarter. Har-ber's up 7-0. Har-ber took the opening kickoff and went 70 yards, and they're up 7-0.
And it's not good. All right, so this is going to be an immediate touchback.
So the War Eagles last week, who were blanked, who didn't score the entire game, hopefully they've got a game plan tonight where they can go down the field and pick up some crucial first downs and get some points on the board. Nobody wants to see a repeat of last week's game.
I heard that it was 80-0.
It was 70. It was 70. Bentonville put up 70 last week, and I believe it was 49-0 at halftime. And I'm sure every player on this field, including the coaches, they do not want to end with that on their mind. They want to play tonight. Even the seniors who are leaving, you want to end the season on a high note, so you can start the off season. Speaking of which, there goes Dylan Qualls. Dylan Qualls is going to run down the middle for a good 11-yard run. So a nice start there for Dylan Qualls. But basically, if you're the coaching staff and you're the football team, you want to end the night on a solid note. You want to be able to walk into that locker room here in 2.5 hours, and you want to say, hey, we did something tonight that we can build on. You don't want to go in the locker room and just say, oh, my goodness, what did we do tonight? You want something that you can build on. So
Yes.
So Trey Kitterman's out there. We got 1st and 10. We're at the 32. 8:45 to go. Dylan Qualls. Actually, Trey's going to keep. He's going to throw it to his left-hand side.
Breaks
looks
the tackle.
Like Qualls, or no, excuse me, not Qualls, but that's Zach Gall. Excuse me, Zach Gall makes that catch out there.
Broke that tackle. That was a nice. That's a nice play.
It's a nice play on first down. It's a nice play fake there to Dylan. In fact, he sold me. I thought Dylan had it. So that's going to bring up 2nd and short. In fact, if the War Eagles tonight are going to have any kind of a chance for an upset, they want to win tonight, they're going to have to constantly have 2nd and 3rd and short, which means you're going to have big gainer on first down.
Yes.
So you got Trey back at quarterback. He's got Dylan Qualls to his left. Fumble on the snap. Ball's on the field, but Trey's going to recover. Well, I think we jinxed ourselves here, Michael, because I said we have to have 2nd and short and 3rd and short. We're going to have a chance, and that bad snap didn't help us out. Number 83, Big E's in the game. Ethan Brown's coming in the game tonight. He's going to come in. DeAndre Mendez is going to come out, so we're going to see Big 83 Ethan Brown's in the game, big senior. And if you don't know Ethan, he is quite the dancer. Every pep rally, you can always count on him to drop on the floor and give us the worm.
Everybody's got to love the worm.
Yeah, 3rd and 10. Trey's back to throw.
Zach Gall.
Oh, he's going to be short. Nice play, but he's going to be short. Going to bring up about 3rd and 5.
See, what I also like to see is even though that we're going up against an opposing team, I like how our War Eagles will more than likely help the other team back up onto their feet instead of just being all cocky and just saying, oh yeah, you got tackled, what you gonna do? I mean, I've seen that in a lot of football movies, and that Where did that even go to? Oh, it was 4th down.
Yeah, that was about 4th and 6, and we punted. Going to be another flag. Number 21 for Har-ber. He's going to take the ball on that play. Trevin Eckwood, he's a senior return man. He takes the ball. He's going to get to about the 30, but we're going to see another flag, and I bet we're going to see another probably block in the back or another illegal use of the hands. So Har-ber will probably get the ball here, starting off with 1st and 10, probably from about their own 17. Definitely going to be inside their own 20. So the offense on that, they start off. We have a pretty good run by Dylan Qualls. Then we run the ball for throw the ball for a couple of short pass completions. And although they were their completions, it was not enough for a first down. So on 4th and 6, we wind up punting, and Har-ber's going to get their second possession of the night. 6:29 here. We're still in the first quarter. Pretty fast-moving game. And beautiful night again. If you're close and you want to come in, we have plenty of room for you. DeAndre Mendez, he's going to shoot the gap, and he's going to come in, and he's only going to get about a 1 or 2 yard gain on that play. So we're going to make it about 2nd and 8 here for Har-ber. So, Michael, you said you went trick-or-treating. What was your costume?
Scorpion.
You were a scorpion.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest, I have no clue who that is.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Again, something I know nothing about. So that's 2nd and 8. Har-ber's going to put it up.
Oh, nice.
I think we're going to see a completion over there. He's going to hit number 16. In fact, number 16 for Har-ber. That is the Nick Parchman. He's a senior receiver. I think that's about his 2nd or 3rd catch tonight. So we know who the big guys are, who's going to be his target. So Har-ber gets the first down. They're 1st and 10 from their own 30. 5:43 to go here in the first quarter. Har-ber up 7-0. 15's back to throw. He's going to get the screen pass up to about 25. He's got the first. He's got more.
He is, and no, he's brought out. There we go. Number 27 of the Heritage War Eagles, Liam Anderson, was the one that pushed.
Yeah, Liam's going to run him out of bounds there. That was a good screen play. The quarterback's going to be pushed on his back, but he gets off a pretty good pass play. And that's going to be about a 40-yard, 32-yard completion on that play. That's going to go from the Har-ber 30 down to about our 37. So Har-ber, again, they're threatening tonight. We got 5:30 to go here. Har-ber's up 7-0, looking to put on more. Number 20 makes the catch to the left sideline.
Brought out of bounds by number 17 of the Heritage War Eagles. That's Carter Christian.
Now, Christian, I believe, is he a junior as well, or is he a senior?
He is a junior.
He's a junior, so Carter Christian, he's a junior, number 17 linebacker. We're going to see him back next year. And hopefully tonight we're going to start, besides the seniors telling them goodbye and thank you for your 4 years of service, we'll start bragging about some of these juniors that we're going to see coming back next year. Number 15, quick pitch to his right. Number 6, he's going to run down to about the 24 first down here for Har-ber.
I bet Coach Cook isn't really happy that I said his Cowgirls.
He'll survive. He'll survive.
So, who's in the World Series?
Well, the World Series ended just earlier this last week. The Houston Astros beat the Dodgers Wednesday night 5-1 in Game 7, winning their first ever World Series championship.
Wow.
Number 15, quarterback for Har-ber. He's going to run out of the pocket, and he's going to find some room. And he's going to run towards the goal line. He's going to get smacked, but not before he crosses that goal line for a touchdown. So Har-ber, they're going to increase their lead here to 13-0. And this quarterback for Har-ber, 15, this young sophomore, he made that look easy. He was in the pocket. He scrambled, went for the goal line, and although he took a shot, he bounced up, and your War Eagles are now down 13-0.
Kick is good, so that leaves Heritage 0 and is it Wild?
Well, I think we've got a flag on the play, and I think they're gonna get us for offsides on this play, and it's gonna be declined. So they're going to accept the kick. So the decline the penalty.
So if they would have accepted the penalty, what would have happened?
Well, I guess they are going to accept. I was watching the flag, and let's do it again. So anyway, they're going to kick the ball again here.
Ty Grazer looks pretty antsy. He's ready to block that ball. So kick is good, which leaves it to 14-0.
All right, well, War Eagle fans, we're going to take a small break here, and we're back here in about 60 seconds.
What's so different about Harvest? Let's ask real customers.
I have the free business checking account.
They seem interested in making sure that your business is successful.
I'm in here probably 3 to 4 days a week.
They've helped me with lines of credit when I needed extra money for capital.
As a business person, Harvest is open when I'm open.
I've got tons of locations in those small towns where we end up building stuff at.
I didn't think it was, it could ever be done, but when I come down here, it was done.
Harvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
All right, so we got 4:52 here left to go in the first quarter. Har-ber's up 14-0, and we're hoping to see our War Eagles take the ball here and do something with it. Need to do something to gain some momentum, take some time off the board, give the defense a chance to rest on the sideline. Back deep, you got number 7, Ty Grazer, and number 3, Jay De La Rosa. Jay De La Rosa has not touched the ball tonight. Hopefully we could see him touch that ball. Looks like Ty is going to get the ball. He's at his own 5. He gets a hold.
Come on, Ty.
Ty's across the 30. Nice play there by Ty Grazer.
That was.
It's about a 25-yard gain there. So your War Eagles are going to get the ball here. 4:46. This is their second possession. Need to do something here. You want to keep the game close. You want to keep the game competitive. You want to give yourselves a chance that no matter what's going on in the game, that you always have a chance to stay close.
We have a small Boss crowd today. Usually see a lot more people in Boss, but don't really know what's going on with the Boss section.
So we got 1st and 10. Kitterman, he's back to throw.
Pass to number
Jay
3.
De La Rosa. It's about a 6-yard gain there for Jay. Going to make it about 2nd and 4. Again, you want a nice play there on 1st down, so 2nd and 3rd can be shortened and can be manageable. Give you a higher chance to complete those 3rd down plays to keep the ball in your own hands.
I do want to give a big shout-out to the cross-country team. They are at state right now.
Well, and I was going to ask you, I'm glad you brought that up. Do we have any results from today's match?
Well, I'm not for sure, but hopefully we did good because, I mean, we have some really, really good runners out there. We got Jake Edwards, Haven Voorhees, who else?
Speaking of good run, Dylan Qualls, he runs the ball hard for a 1st down, but I think we're going to be called for holding. So that good run by Dylan Qualls is going to be for naught. So what was 2nd and short is going to wind up being about 2nd and 14 with this holding penalty. Go ahead and tell us about the cross-country team. Now, do you know where they were running today?
They are running in Hot Springs.
They were now, my understanding, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I think they were running today on the actual horse track.
Yes, they were. They were. All 4 coaches went, Coach Shaw, Coach Miles, Coach Sullivan, and our new coach, which he's known as now known as Coach Vest, all went on to cheer on their athletes. I'm hoping that we did good because,
Well, I tell you what, if anybody from the cross-country team, if you're on your way back from Hot Springs and you've got this game on your phone or an app and you happen to know the results, give us a text, send us a message here on the YouTube screen. Let us know what the results were. I know we had some freshmen had a chance maybe to come back as a state champion. Here on the field, we've got 3rd and long. We got 3rd and 14. Apparently, the flag that was thrown was a personal foul instead of a holding call. Made it 2nd and long. And Trey Kitterman, he's back.
He's under a lot of pressure.
He's under a lot of pressure.
Oh, 4th down. There was no escape from that. He did his best to escape that, but they just tracked him down.
Yeah, well, that's our second possession in a row where we set ourselves up for second and short, third and short. Last possession, we had second and short, and we had a bad snap and turned it into a third and long and had to punt. And again, this play, we had second and 4. Dylan Qualls ran for a first down, but then we get called for a personal foul, which I did not see. Maybe somebody else saw it, and that set up second and long, and we're not able to recover. We're going to see a reverse here by Har-ber, 21. Catch is going to give it back to 14.
But a flag is called onto the play.
And this is good because this is going to go for a touchdown.
I don't know. I mean, there was a flag called onto the play.
There is a flag, and you're correct. I'm just stating that it's good for us because without that flag, it would be 21-0. But number 21 for Har-ber, he's going to make that catch. And 21 is Eckwood, and he's going to give the ball off to another Blaze. Goodness, Har-ber's got tons of kids named Blaze. I was not aware that Blaze was a big name 16, 17 years ago. I guess I must have missed that memo. But the other Blaze, he's going to get the ball on the reverse, and he runs for a touchdown. But it's going to be for no because we're going to get a block in the back, and it's going to take Har-ber back to their own 42. So defense has to make a stand here. They're going to have to stop somebody. And Har-ber's up 14-0. War Eagle defense is back on the field again. Again, if there's a coach listening to the game and you know the results today of the cross-country championship, please let us know. Text us, email us, let us know so we can share those results. So the quarterback for Har-ber, he's going to keep. He's going to run up the gut. And he's going to go untouched for about a good 30-yard gain.
Another first down for Har-ber.
It's another first down for Har-ber. You're correct. And we actually have a different quarterback in the game. That is number 2, Hunter Wood. He's another sophomore. Goodness, this is the second quarterback. And yeah, he actually is another sophomore. Number 2, his name is Hunter Wood. And man, these guys just have sophomore quarterbacks everywhere, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to run down to our 25. So 1st and 10 for Har-ber. He's going to hand the ball up to 25, and he's going to be tackled by a host of War Eagles. Well, according to a text I just got today in the state cross-country meet, the girls finished 9th, the boys finished 10th, and both teams actually beat their pre-meet forecast, which is congratulations for both of those teams who work really hard. Good day for both teams, and Haley Day. Haley Day is a 9th grader. And I know I've got Haley Day in class, and she's just fantastic.
She is.
Haley Day told me that she was 4 seconds off of the pace of the senior from Fayetteville in order to be a state champion. And today, Haley came in 2nd place. So, Haley,
that's really good.
If you're listening, congratulations to you. 2nd place in the state championships as a 9th grader is fantastic. And we can only hope for good things for you as you become a sophomore next year. Well, on the field, Michael, it doesn't look like we've got the magic tonight.
Nope. So it's already 20-0, and our Heritage War Eagles definitely does need to tighten up their defense. I don't know what's going on, and they could probably just be saying, well, we're tired and all that. But, I mean, it's only the beginning. It's, still first quarter, so I don't see how they'd be tired.
Well, the one thing, Michael, is that you're around sports enough that there's 2 kinds of exhaustion. There's a physical exhaustion, and then there's a mental exhaustion, which is just completely different. And a mental exhaustion can happen even long before you're even physically tired. You can wake up and have 12 hours of sleep, but mentally you just sometimes feel that you're beat. Sometimes mentally you feel you're just running in quicksand. Mentally beat, you can just become frustrated, and you get to a point where you start, you begin questioning motives, and before you know it, you're just wanting the season to be over. And hopefully that's not what's happening out there. But But I don't know if Michael, you're correct. There's no reason to be physically tired, but these boys, if you're a football player, in fact, anymore in 21st century high school athletics, if it doesn't matter if you're cross country, if you're softball, if you're soccer, or if you're basketball, it is a year-round sport. Because I know for football, once they're done tonight, they'll take a few weeks off, but sometime in January, they're going to hit the weight room. They're going to hit the conditioning, and some of them will be up here in the morning, and they'll start spring drills. And then even when summer starts in June, there's only a 2-week dead period. People don't know, but there's only a 2-week AAA sanctioned dead period. And other than that, when the AAA sanctions that the gym doors have to be closed, you've got many ball players. They live on this campus in June, in July, in August, and this is just a huge commitment. And sometimes you might ask yourself if that plays into part of that mental exhaustion as well.
Well, for us cross-country runners, what we really look forward to is cross-country camp, which is, I think, might be in July. Yeah, it's actually July. And we just look forward to that. It's a lot of fun. We mostly run over there because, I mean, it's in its name, cross-country camp. And we have to it's not given to us. We have to prove ourselves and able for us to go. Because, I mean, it's just like with state. You just can't go out there. You can't run and say, okay, coach, I'm ready for state. No, you get selected. Because if the coaches notice that you're doing good, you're putting full effort into each and every single run, you get selected. And, I mean, I haven't ever made it to state. And, hopefully maybe next year I might be able to.
Dylan Qualls on first down gets 2 yards, make it 2nd and 8. Zach Brown is in the game now, and we're going to see a fumble on the handoff, and it's going to make it 3rd and long. Trey Kitterman comes back in the game here, going to make it now 3rd and 9. Number 1, Collins, he's going to be out of the game. But I'll tell you, number one, he's just coming out of the game. They're just playing some different looks. So you've got DeAndre Mendez in the game. You've got Zach is quarterback.
Ooh. Who caught that ball? Har-ber caught the ball.
Incomplete. They're going to call incomplete. They're going to say hit the ground, incomplete.
But Trey Kitterman, he took a pretty hard hit.
That was actually number 13. That was actually junior quarterback Zach Brown. He's the one who threw that, but you're correct. He did take a pretty good pop. And looked like the ball was on the line, but it was going to be incomplete. It's going to hit the ground. And so for the 4th time tonight, we're going to have to punt. In fact, we're going to punt for the 4th time here in the first quarter. So with 27 seconds to left, Har-ber's up 21-0.
This is not good.
Yeah, we gotta get stationary right there.
All right, so punt is made.
Going to get a good bounce. Down to the 40. So number 37 for the War Eagles, he's going to stop that ball right there. So Har-ber is going to get the ball for the 4th time tonight, 18 seconds to go. And hopefully the defense can do something here. We'd like to see him put up an effort here, put up a stop. We haven't done it yet. In fact, Har-ber's already had 2 different quarterbacks in the game. And both quarterbacks have been pretty effective tonight as they prepare for their first-round playoff game next week.
Yeah. Okay, so what I did notice is that for the defense, there was a guy that stepped back. And so what does that technically indicate? I've never seen that actually happen.
There you go.
There you go. Interception made by number 7.
Ty Gracer makes that catch. Ty's still up.
He's still up. He's fighting.
Ty's up. He's looking for a block.
There you go.
Ty Gracer, we're looking for a break tonight, and Ty Grazer's going to be it. And speaking of, juniors that we want to brag on who's going to be a part of the team next year, Ty Gracer is going to be a big part of that. So nice play, Ty Gracer. And so we're going to get the ball back, so we're going to get a break on that. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. And I tell you what, we're going to take about a 60-second timeout here as we change ends. And we're back here in 60 seconds.
I'm Joe Dahl, owner of Dahl Excavation. We've been serving Northwest Arkansas for 20 plus years with residential and commercial dirt work. We dig basements, build pads, haul topsoil. We have 2 screen machines and all the equipment you need. We're fully insured and licensed. You can contact us at 925-1175. You can check out our website, www.dahlexcavation.com, and you can also like us on Facebook.
Choose Gall Excavation for all of your commercial and residential site work projects. Gall Excavation also has a fleet of dump trucks for all of your hauling needs. Visit us online and like us on Facebook. Hablamos Español. Go War Eagles!
Call Brown Boys Roofing for all your roofing repair needs.
Family owned since 1989, Ski & Sports supports War Eagle football.
War Eagles fans, stay connected with your favorite team all year long with the official app of Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics app will keep you up to date with all things War Eagles. Schedules.
So after an interception by Ty Grazer, the War Eagles take the ball over at about their own 45, and on first down, Trey Kitterman is going to roll to his right for incomplete. So Ty Grazer makes another big play, and he gives the War Eagles a chance here early in the second quarter to maybe get back in this game.
Yes. Oh.
How's that? Can
Good.
you hear me? There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
So we got 2nd and 10. We got Trey Kitterman. He's back at quarterback. Behind him, he's got Dylan Qualls. He's got DeAndre Mendez up on the line as a fullback. Dylan Qualls is going to take the ball. He's got a blocker. He's going to run hard. Going to get about 3 yards. Going to make it about 3rd and 7 here for your War Eagles. Well, Mr. Hall, I'm looking for other scores, and nothing's updating yet. I'm on the Fearless Fridays app, and nothing else is updated. So we're early in action here Friday night, and Rogers is at Springdale. Like I said, Bentonville's at Bentonville West. And then we have our game here tonight. Trey's back 3rd and long. We're going to see a screenplay. Dylan, he's going to run hard. He's going to be close. That's got to be a first down. That's going to be close. I think he's right there on the line. I think he's got it, Michael.
Yeah. That was a really good play made by Dylan Qualls. Dylan Qualls and Trey Kitterman are really good football players. It seems like they cooperate with each other. It's like they have a special bond.
So 1st and 10 for the War Eagles. They got a first down here off of the turnover by Ty Grazer, picked off the pass there. So we're across. We're into Har-ber territory for the first time tonight. And Trey Kitterman, he's going to keep that, and that's not going to fool anyone. He's going to take about a 1-yard loss.
Ooh, that's really not good. So it's 2nd and 10 with 10:44 left to go in the second quarter. Ball is going to be placed on the 47. So what do you think Heritage should do? Run the ball, pass it, what?
Well, you've got 2nd and 12. We've had some luck tonight. We've had success completing the ball for short passes. And you've got some big targets out there. You've got 2 guys who I think are fantastic. You've got Jay De La Rosa. He's an incredible athlete. You got Zach Gall. They're just waiting to make catches, and that ball's going to be thrown behind number 10, Dylan Moore, junior receiver, going to be back next year. The ball's thrown behind him, so that's going to bring up 3rd and long. So it's not like we don't have guys that can't catch the ball. I'm not sure.
Saw a bit of Tom Brady out there.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 12 here, 10:09 here to go in the second quarter. We just started the second quarter, 10 minutes to go until halftime. Har-ber's up 21-0. Like to see a first down here. You want to see us maintain possession. Trey's back to throw. He's going to throw deep. He's got number 1.
Oh! That would have been good. If he was wide open, that would have been a good pass.
Brennan Collins, he runs deep on the left-hand side, and he actually had him beat. And looks like the defensive back came back just the last second and broke that up. And that's going to bring up 4th and long, and it looks like the punter is going to stay on the sideline. And it looks as if we're going to go for it on 4th and long. So we've got 4th and 12. We're going to have to get down to the 35 here for your War Eagles. We had to get down to the 35 to have a chance here to maintain possession. So you've got De La Rosa, you've got Gall, you've got Moore, you got Collins, you got a little.
I bet the coach is not happy.
Well, what we're going to do on that was going to be that little hook and ladder. That we have seen that hook and ladder already this year. We saw that for a couple of big plays. I think we saw it maybe against Van Buren, maybe against Russellville earlier this year. And they were setting that up, and he was throwing it to Collins, who was going to pitch it back to Dylan Qualls coming out of the backfield. And before you can pitch it back, you actually have to maintain possession, which we did not do. So Har-ber takes the ball over on downs. 9:57 to go here in the second quarter. Har-ber's up 21-0, so we want to see another turnover here. Into the game for quarterback for Har-ber is still that number 2, that Hunter Wood. He's going to hand off to his tailback, who's going to fight for about a 3-yard gain. Excuse me, I told you wrong. That was number 15. That was Blaze. The other Blaze, he's back in the game. And the other sophomore quarterback, he's back in the game. He handed that ball off for a 3-yard gain. Going to make it about 2nd and 7.
Yep.
Mr. Hall, other scores that we have over in Bentonville. It's early on. It's Bentonville West 7, Bentonville 13. Our neighbors, the Rogers Mounties, they're at Springdale tonight, and early on, Rogers is losing 13-0. Springdale is looking to go into the playoffs on a winning streak, and our neighbors, our Mountie fans across town, they're also going to be in the playoffs next week. And no matter what happens, Rogers will be in the playoffs. Fayetteville, Springdale, Bentonville West, and Har-ber, the 2 teams who will be out this year, will be your War Eagles and Van Buren. They will be home starting next Friday. So 2nd and short now with that penalty on the play.
Number 15 of Har-ber threw a bit too hard. And a bit too high.
We'll take that. Going to bring up 3rd and short. So those are your early scores. Again, you've got a conference championship being played for tonight in Bentonville. Bentonville West is hoping that only their 2nd year in the conference that they're going to walk away with the conference championship. So 3rd and short here for Har-ber.
Who we got in the backfield? We got.
Yeah, that was. We're going to jump off sides, and we're going to make that 3rd and short. We're going to give them an easy 5, and it's going to make it 1st and 10 for Har-ber. So a score update is now going to be Bentonville West 14, Bentonville 13, and that struggle for the conference championship, if anybody cares about that score. So Har-ber is going to get 1st and 10 off of the offsides, and that's that kind of stuff that just kind of, you can't be making those kind of mistakes at this point in the year. Number 6 takes the ball. He's going to get about a 5-yard gain on that. Going to make it 2nd and 5 for Har-ber.
8:54 left to go in the second quarter. Still deciding. Har-ber still deciding what kind of play it's going to be. All right, so play has been decided. We got Ty Grazer in the backfield for safety.
There we go. Wrap him up. Trey Kitterman's playing some linebacker out there, and he's going to come in from the edge. He's going to make that nice tackle. He's out there by himself. He's going to wrap him up and going to make it 3rd and long for Har-ber. Some more updates here that I've got from the cross-country meet. The top 3 runners for your War Eagles today were Lawson Douglas and Haven Voorhees.
There we go. Nice job,
Haven. 2 of your 9th graders are going to finish for the War Eagles in the top 3 for the team, not in the state. But those are 2 of the top runners. Jake Edwards, he also is one of the top runners for War Eagles. Caitlin Kraft finishes behind Haley Day in the team.
There we go.
Incomplete on that pass. Going to bring up 4th and 7.
There we go. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. I'll take that.
The cross-country teams, I'm reading a text here from one of my colleagues, Coach Miles, and he says that both teams are young. The future looks bright. Both teams had their best meet of the year, which is all you can ask as a coach at the state. We are very pleased. So congratulations to the War Eagles boys and the girls team. And with all those freshmen who scored high today, maybe there's another ring somewhere down the road for the cross-country team. So Mr. Hall, it's going to bring up 4th and 7 on an incomplete pass. And Har-ber's going to go for the long field goal. This is about, about a 54-yard. Going to be short.
So let me, that's a first down, right? No, or just...
Well, we will take over possession. We will take possession over with 7:43 to go.
There we go.
And the field goal was no good. And in Arkansas football, a field goal is in any ball that goes through the end zone is just the same as a punt. So we will take possession over at the 20. And it's not like college or the NFL where when you kick a field goal and if you miss it, you take the ball back over at that place. So we'll take the ball over at our own 20. 7:43 to go here in the second quarter until halftime. Zach Brown is under center. He's going to hand the ball off here.
Come on.
Nothing. There's not a whole lot there. And yeah, the referees need to step in here because the referees, that was kind of unnecessary. Basically, you've got your Har-ber Wildcats. Once they had Dylan wrapped up, one of your Wildcats picked him up and body slammed Dylan. And your referees didn't throw a flag. Your referees didn't throw any kind of a personal foul. And typically that unnecessary roughness typically gets you about 15 yards. But Har-ber's going to get lucky on that play because sometimes that's how your guys get injured.
Yeah, and it looked like there was a fight about to break out, but the referee stepped in just in time.
Well, the referee still didn't do a very good job. They should have seen that coming. Mr. Hall, I think we're going to take a timeout here. We're going to take about 60 seconds, and we're back in 1 minute.
All right, sounds good.
War Eagles fans, stay connected with your favorite team all year long with the official app of Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics app will keep you up to date with all things War Eagles. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics, and you can download it today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
What's so different about Arvest? Let's ask real customers.
I have the free business checking account.
They seem interested in making sure that your business is successful.
I'm in here probably 3 to 4 days a week.
They've helped me with lines of credit when I needed extra money for capital.
As a business person, Arvest is open when I...
All right, and welcome back, Heritage War Eagles.
2nd and 13. Timeout was called to kind of cool off some ball players. Har-ber should have got called for a flag for unnecessary roughness, and
that is a false start.
Yeah, they're going to get called for offsides on that. But if you're just now joining us, Dylan Qualls was wrapped up for a sizable loss on that play, and before the play was over, he was thrown to the ground once the play was over, but the referees did not feel it was unnecessary, so Har-ber walked away without a penalty. So 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for your War Eagles. 7:34 to go here in the first half until halftime. Har-ber's up 21-0. Zach Brown is under center. He's looking to throw. He's got Jay De La Rosa.
There we go.
And De La Rosa is going to run the ball for a nice gain. Going to be 1st and 10 for your War Eagles.
However, what I did notice whenever Dylan Qualls was wrapped up, I don't know, it was number 10 of the Wildcats, and he kept trying to get into the fight and just start a fight. And then his teammates was just like, okay, just back up. You know, it's really not called for to start a fight.
Dylan Quall's going to take the handoff. He's going to get a good 5-yard run here. Going to make it about 2nd and 6. Well, if you're a senior and you know this is the last game of the year for you, and you know that next week the season's over and your career's over, you don't want to. Your last game of the year, you don't want to get thrown to the ground and break your collarbone or have a separated shoulder. So. And if you're a running back and you're getting hit every play anyway, after a while you get a little bit jumpy. So 2nd and 5, we got to get across the 42 for a first down. Ball's going to be handed off inside to DeAndre Mendez, and he's going to bull ahead for about 2 yards. Going to make that about going to be 3rd and short. Have to convert right here, Mr. Hall.
We do. Well, there's a special event going on for Chick-fil-A.
So the War Eagles are looking back to their coach. They're going to be changing the play, and they're not too happy with what they see, so they're going to call a timeout here because you want to maintain possession. So we're going to take a timeout here with the War Eagles. So with 6:19 to go, it's Har-ber 21, your War Eagles nothing. We're back here in 1 minute.
All right.
What's so different about Arvest? Let's ask real customers.
I have the free business checking account.
They seem interested in making sure that your business is successful.
I'm in here probably 3 to 4 days a week.
They've helped me with lines of credit when I needed extra money for capital.
As a business person, Arvest is open when I'm open.
I've got tons of locations in those small towns where we end up building stuff at.
I didn't think it was, it could ever be done, but when I come down here, it was done.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
I'm Joe Dahl, owner of Dahl Excavation. We've been serving Northwest Arkansas for 20+ years with residential and commercial dirt work. We dig basements, build pads, haul top soil. We have 2 screen machines and all the equipment you need. We're fully insured and licensed. You can contact us at 925-1175. You can check out our website, www.dahlexcavation.com, and you can also like us on Facebook.
3rd and short.
For the Heritage War Eagles?
This is critical. You want to convert here. You want to stay in the game. Zach Brown's back to throw. And he throws it
out.
He throws it, and there's no one there. Zach Gall was going deep, and De La Rosa was short. And somewhere in between was the ball. So we're going to get the ball up here. 3rd and 3 is going to be incomplete. Did not convert. So we're gonna return the ball back here. So 6:16 to go here in the 2nd quarter before halftime. 21-0. Har-ber's up. Zach Brown's gonna kick the ball deep.
Number 21.
He's gonna fake it. He's gonna run left. He's got a lane. Oh, and somebody's
flag call.
Ty Gracer. Come on, Ty. Come on, Ty. Catch him.
Flag is called onto the play, however.
I did not see the flag. I'm going to take your word for it because I don't see the flag. Where did you? Oh, goodness. Thank you very much. The 45-yard line. There it is. I tell you guys in the booth, when you get older, it's.
That's why you got me.
That's why I've got you. That's it. So this is actually twice tonight that Har-ber has really hurt themselves on special teams. This should probably actually be their 2nd touchdown on special teams, going to be called back because of an eagle block or a push in the back. And so Har-ber, they're going to shoot themselves again here in the foot. They're going to get possession at 1st and 10 from their own 35. So, Michael, you big into basketball?
I am.
Well, I know this next coming week, basketball starts for the War Eagles, for the girls and the boys. And I know that both teams they have some high expectations. I know that Coach Olson, he's got a bunch of seniors coming back. He's got Seth Stanley coming back. He's got Ty Olson, his son. And Seth Stanley, he's just a machine out there. In fact, Seth has already got several schools looking at him, wanting to offer him scholarships. And if everything goes well, I know the boys' team, they've got some high ambitions. So first play for Har-ber is going to be about an 8-yard screen out there on the left-hand side. Going to bring it up about second and short. Now, Mr. Hall, you going to do any basketball broadcasting, or are you going to let somebody else do that this year?
Well, I'm Miss Beeson's. I think she told me that I was her first one to go to.
Okay.
So any broadcasting that involves a sport, I am willing to do.
All right, there you go. Number 25 for Har-ber, he's gonna roll downfield for a good almost 15, 20-yard gain. Going to be 1st and 10 here for Har-ber as the clock continues to roll. 5:17 to go until halftime here in the second quarter. Har-ber's looking to increase that lead from 21 to 28. Heritage looking for a turnover, looking for a big stop. Har-ber's back to throw. Small screen, left-hand side, going to be wrapped up for maybe a yard gain, maybe. Whole bunch of War Eagles on that play, going to jump in there, going to team up for a big tackle.
Yep.
So do you know a lot about basketball? Is basketball one of your big sports?
I know a little bit about basketball. I mean, you have your slam dunks, your alley-oops,
Well, there may be more to the game than just alley-oops and dunks. I think that there may be some other thing going on. 2nd and long for Har-ber. He's going to pitch it back to number 6. He gets a block, but not before he's tackled out here, and going to be about a 7-yard gain. Going to bring up 3rd and short here for Har-ber. Har-ber's looking to maintain possession. 4:15 to go here until halftime.
What would be really funny is during a field goal attempt, a Charlie Brown move. That would be funny.
Don't think you're going to see that, Mr. Hall. So 3rd and short, Har-ber's going to throw a screen to the right. They're going to convert 1st down Har-ber. And they keep the ball, and the clock keeps on ticking. So I don't know where Har-ber gets these sophomore quarterbacks, but they're looking pretty seasoned out there. They look pretty impressive. So
Wow.
1st and 10 here for Har-ber. Number 15's back calling the plays. He's got 4 receivers to his left. He's going to keep it. But that's not going to fool the War Eagles.
No, it's not. It didn't even look like he gained a yard.
No, I think we're going to lose something on that. 63, Landon Evans, defensive lineman, comes in on that play. He makes a big play. He's not fooled on that play. Going to pull him down for a yard loss. Going to bring up 2nd and 12 here for Har-ber. Nice to see a play there by your senior lineman.
That is.
So Heritage is going to have 3 down linemen. They're anticipating a big play here. We're going to see a flag.
Looks like it's on Har-ber because they're moving back.
Taking back 5 yards. There we go. So that's going to turn 2nd and 12 into 2nd and 17.
Ooh, that is not good.
Well, and I'm going to be honest, Har-ber has a playoff game next week. And, although their playoff spot is, confirmed and there's no hesitation where they're going to be, they still have not looked very sharp tonight. A lot of penalties has pushed them backwards. So we're going to take a timeout here. We're going to be back here in about 30 seconds.
All right.
Call Brown Boys Roofing for all your roofing repair needs. 1-800-BROWN-BOYS.
No, not that. No. We are much better at fixing roofs than we are advertising. Give us a call today, 479-248-ROOF.
Choose Gall Excavation for all of your commercial and residential site work projects. Gall Excavation also has a fleet of dump trucks for all of your hauling needs. Visit us online and like us on Facebook. Hablamos Español. Go War Eagles!
Welcome back to War Eagles.
All right, so 2nd and 17 for Har-ber. They're going to have to get down to about the 17-yard line for a 1st down. 3:25 to go here in the first half until halftime. Number 15 is going to look and throw deep. He's got his man.
Which brings it first.
Well, I think he's short. I think he's a yard short there, Mr. Hall. I think it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. But that was a pretty good play. So that was a 15-yard completion there by Har-ber. Going to make it 3rd and 2, so you want to see the defense here. Defense must stand up and pop somebody in the mouth. Fumble. Get back there. Come on. There we go. Nice job. There you go.
It brings it 4th down.
Going to bring up 4th down. You got it. So we were kind of talking about how Har-ber, they're going to play a playoff game next week, and they're just not looking very sharp, and I'm pretty sure that their starters are out there. I don't think I have yet to see a single starter go off the field. So 4th and 4, Har-ber's going to keep their team on the field. They're going for it on 4th and 4. 2:20, the clock continues to roll. Har-ber looking to the sideline for the play. 15-year-old sophomore quarterback. He's back to throw. He has all day long. He's going to take off and run it. He's got the first.
Not good.
Yeah, he had plenty of time. There was no pressure. We were only rushing 3 on that play, and we dropped 8. And he ran to the left side, and he got the first down pretty easy. So Har-ber, they're inside the 10. They're down to about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for Har-ber with 2:02 to go. This would be a nice time for a goal line stand for your War Eagles. We've got 3 down linemen. Ball's going to be handed off to number 6. He's going to fight down to the 2, and he's going to squirm his way in for a touchdown. So Har-ber's on the board again. Number 6 just kind of worms his way through. Nobody really got a good grip on him. That's going to make that 27-0 Har-ber. Kicker comes on for Har-ber, trying to make this 28-0.
This does not look good for the War Eagles whatsoever. So we got 1:56 left to go in the second quarter before the halftime show. And it's going to bring it now 28-0.
Well, and with that kick, Mr. Hall, for the last 3 halves, the War Eagles have now been outscored 98-0 over the last 3 halves of play. So you'd like to see the offense do something. You want to see them possibly at some point get on the scoreboard. You want to see them get in the end zone. So again, we are 1:56 to go here until halftime. Back deep for your War Eagles is Jay De La Rosa. You've got Ty Grazer back there deep. You got Dylan Qualls. You got number 2 back there, Brett Lamont. They're both the short men.
Heritage War Eagles 0, Har-ber Wildcats 28.
So 89, Jesus Zumba. He's going to be kicking the ball off deep here with 1:56 to go. Like to see Jay or Ty take this and possibly take it about 90 yards for a score. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice way to end the first half.
It's going to be a touchback.
Yep, that's in the end zone.
Now, in the NFL, if it gets into the end zone, they can run it, correct?
That is an Arkansas athletics rule. You're correct. That is just something you see in Arkansas. Anytime the ball's kicked back in the end zone for safety reasons, it is an automatic touchback. So we're going to get the ball here, 1st and 10 from our own 20. So with 1:56 to go, we're going to get the ball again here in the first half with a chance here to do something, down 28-0. It looks like Zach Brown is still in the game with Dylan Qualls to his left. Then you've got the receivers out there. You've got Jay De La Rosa. You've got Zach Gall. We're going to see a little short pass here at Jay De La Rosa.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, they're hitting pretty hard out there. This is not a game for the weak.
No, it's not.
And De La Rosa is going to fight for a 3-yard gain, going to make it about 2nd and 7.
So, Mr. Moss, what are you teaching your class right now? In is it history that you teach?
I teach AP World History and AP Human Geography, and I've got some fantastic students, and Heritage High School is a fantastic place to work, and I'm very lucky to be there. And Zach Brown's going to load up and throw deep, and he's gonna miss Dylan Moore. He's going to miss number 10. Going to bring up 3rd.
Tom Brady.
And 7. Going to bring up 3rd and 7 here with 1:15 to go.
That looked like a Tom Brady move right there.
Well, I think if you have as many Super Bowl rings as Tom Brady does, you can do whatever you want. which obviously is to play as old as you want. I mean, he's 40 years old and he looks better than half of the quarterbacks in the league. So 3rd and 7 here for your War Eagles. Looking to convert. Zach Brown, he's going to be here from the shotgun. Dylan Qualls is to his right. He steps up. He's pressured. He's wrapped up. Going to be thrown down.
It's going to be 4th.
Going to bring down 4th.
So would this count as 4th and long?
Well, this is going to be 4th and long, definitely. And with that play, we're going to see a timeout here by Har-ber. Har-ber, they called a timeout here because they want to save as much time as they can because Har-ber, they're feeling pretty confident that they can get the ball in enough field position that in, how much time they have left, that they're going to go down the field and score and go in the locker room up 35-0. And Har-ber is attempting to put in the game clock rule that says that if you're up by a certain score, that the clock just continues to run. So. I think he's talking about us, Mr. Hall.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, if you're home tonight and you're enjoying this from the comfort of your own home and you're sitting on a couch or you're laying on your bed or you're folding laundry or you're changing the baby's diaper, I think we talked about that about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
You need to tell Sandy Beeson thank you. Tell her classes thank you. And because they put the cameras in, they bring in all the machinery.
Couldn't do it without her.
Could not do it without the kids and Miss Beeson. So Zach Brown's going to kick this. It's going to roll. Going to get a good roll. Number 14 is going to pick it up.
Number 14 runs down in the field and brought out of bounds.
We got a couple of injured War Eagles on the field. I'm not sure who we got. Looks like
number, I think that's 87.
I think that's 37. I think that's 37 who maybe got his bell rung. So hopefully he's okay. So hopefully Devin's going to be okay. And I tell you what, while they're tending to Devin and they're going to make sure he's okay, we're going to take a timeout and we're going to be back here in about 1 minute.
All right.
Family owned since 1989, Skiing Sports supports War Eagle football.
War Eagles fans, stay connected with your favorite team all year long with the official app of Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics app will keep you up to date with all things War Eagles. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics, and you can download it today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
All right, welcome back, Heritage War Eagles. Number 37, which is Devin Paulman, is walking off the field. He did get injured. Trainer is going to look at him, make sure that nothing's torn or just not seriously injured.
It'll be 1st and 10, Wildcats on the War Eagle 31-yard line.
So Har-ber, they're looking to capitalize here with the ball at the 31-yard line. They're going to throw it up deep, and 25 is going to catch it, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds. We actually had a pretty good conversation here during that timeout, and you probably did not see it, but during that injury, Devin was on the field being tended to, and all of the War Eagle ball players took a knee during that injury, and we had some people around us asking what they were doing because it's easily to be confused that, taking a knee is kind of a sign of protest and, why are they taking a knee when there's a player injured. And typically in many sports, nice catch there by Har-ber.
And nice tackle.
Going to set him up there, 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
Number 7, Ty Grazer, was the one that made that amazing tackle.
So typically in most organized sports for kids, high school, youth, whenever there's an injured player, out of a sign of respect, players take a knee to make sure that the ball player's okay, and they stand up once they recognize the ball player's not injured. So number 2 is going to keep it. He's going to dive. Ball's fumbled.
Heritage got it. Heritage has it. What do you bet?
Well, I think he signaled. I think Har-ber recovered. I'm not sure what happened. Har-ber may have recovered that in the end zone, but they're going to signal touchdown here. Yeah, they're going to signal touchdown. So Har-ber's now up 34-0. They're going to bring in their kicker to try to make this 35-0.
Come on, Ty. Show us some of your work. Oh!
Well,
was it flag called on the...
Well, no. Har-ber, that was a play and 2-point conversion. You talked about the Charlie Brown play. That was the Charlie Brown play, except it was intentional because they were going to fake out the defense with the kicker. And the holder on that picks the ball up. The deal was he stood up so fast he actually tripped over the kicker as he's running by, because if you look downfield, Har-ber actually had about 2 or 3 guys that were trying to sprint to positions in the end zone. So that was actually a called 2-point conversion. So Har-ber, they're up 34-0, and they were looking to add to that by going for a 2-point conversion, which I'm sure they were trying to get to that mercy rule to where the clock runs continuously in the second half. And I'm going to be honest, I am not sure what the rule. I'm going to have to ask somebody here at halftime. I'm not sure what the rule is in order for the mercy rule to go into effect for the clock to run continuously. I'm not sure what the score has to be.
What is the mercy rule?
The mercy rule basically says that once one team has a certain lead over the opposition, that from that point on the clock runs continuously. Even on out of bounds, the clock just runs nonstop. In fact, if we were mercy ruled right now, the clock would continue to run even though the ball is dead. The only time that the clock would stop on a mercy rule would be during an actual timeout. And I am not sure. If somebody's listening and you know the exact rule on that, text me. 35. So then why were they going for the 2? Why were you going for the 2 on that? I mean, anyway, so 35. Somebody just told us that 35 is the goal you have to have for the mercy clock to be invoked. And Har-ber chose to go for 2. They did not convert. So we will not have the mercy clock when we start back out in the second half. Trey Kitterman, he's back on the field. He's going to throw to his right there.
But brought down.
De La Rosa is going to be tossed down like a rag doll on that. So he was tackled inbounds. So we got 8 seconds, 7 seconds. It's going to be the last play of the first half. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. Are they going to get it off? Nope, he did not get the play off. Did not get the play off. So we're going to end the first half. Har-ber 34, your War Eagles nothing. And we're going to go away for a few minutes. We're going to let you guys enjoy halftime. We're going to let you enjoy the sounds of the War Eagle Band. Going to let you enjoy the palm and cheer as they do one of their last performances of this football season.
And I see Jake Edwards right in the crowd.
So I guess they made it back this evening. So, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. And we're going to be back here in about 20 minutes. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Okay, I'm easy, I'm never turned down. This face on, say no frown. Sipping on loose, somebody, girl, put me down. Like 3, 2, 1, your girl, okay, girls down. That's on me, you know, wouldn't be a song if I didn't say it. So don't drop the thunder, girl, take the function up, but we gon' keep it going. Give me a hook, come back it on.
Continuing your halftime entertainment, please welcome to the field the Heritage Game Day Cheer Team and a guest star. For senior night, the team is going to perform dances to one-hit wonder songs during our seniors' lifetimes. From 2000 to the present, you will see why these dances were short-lived. You can recognize the seniors in the long-sleeve uniforms. Let's hear it for the cheer team.
Evolution of dance. Jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. Give us on it, jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. You can't touch this. Break it down.
You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck.
Everybody done it. Everybody done it.
Every day I'm shuffling. Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style.
Hey, why? Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. Don't they do it for me? Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay-nay. Okay. Now watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay. Watch me whip. I ain't probably 6 with AGs on her belt. Please watch your step, cause I'm feeling myself. Throw a flag on the plate. Man, somebody get the ref. Man, somebody get some help. Roll out on the block. Hit the quad. Hit the quad. Hit the quad. Hit the quad.
I know when that hotline bling, it can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline bling, it can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city,
Test. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the award-winning Heritage Marching War Eagle Band. The band is directed by Jeremy Doss, Jonathan Turner, and Carrie Jo Douglas. Color guard instructor is Melissa Stanton. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Amy Miller and Kaiser Falk. The band would like to direct your attention to the front of the field as we feature our color guard performing to the music Jedi Steps Infernale from Star Wars. Give a warm welcome to our 2017 Heritage High School War Eagle Band seniors and their families. We honor these seniors for their hard work and dedication to the band program. Please give a warm welcome to our senior families. Starting on your left, we have Kayla Behar, accompanied by Carlos and Gael Behar and Maritza Perez. Jeff Blackwood, accompanied by Tom and Kathy Blackwood. Hannah Buckner, accompanied by Elle Buckner, Jonna Buckner, and Micaiah Buckner. Brandon Chavez, accompanied by Salvador Chavez, Melanie Chavez, and Aaron Chavez. Gabe Clements, accompanied by Chantel Mathis. Declan Donahue, accompanied by Janet Capps and Teddy Breeden. Kaiser Falk, accompanied by Danny and Barb Falk. Maddie Frank, accompanied by Chad Frank. Jesus Garcia, accompanied by Diego Garcia, Gisela Garcia, Moses, and Vicente Garcia. Brandon Grigg, accompanied by Natasha Grigg. Fatima Guillen, accompanied by Benito and Araceli Guillen. Michelle Hernandez, accompanied by Jessica Cortez, Ruby, and Rick Laughlin. Barrett Llewellyn, accompanied by Jason and Andrea Llewellyn. Tyler Mortartiez Martirellis, accompanied by Heath Crowder, Logan Douglas, Dakota Tucker, and Josiah Block. Isaac McCain, accompanied by James and Aaron McCain. Chandler McDermott, accompanied by Melissa McDermott, Corbin McDermott, and Joe McDermott, in honor of Aaron McDermott. Amy Miller, accompanied by Cindy Miller, Allison Miller, and Aaron Miller. Luis Merlos, accompanied by Alma Merlos, Salvador Jr., and Nadia. Jaron Porter, accompanied by Daniel and Joy Porter. Wendy Salinas, accompanied by Norma Salinas. Jeffrey Shepard, accompanied by Wanda Shepard, Joshua Shepard, and Jacob Shepard. DJ Talbot, accompanied by Jason and Tammy Talbot. Sarah Teeley, accompanied by Eric Teeley, Brandy Teeley, and Samantha Teeley. David Vega, accompanied by Rodolfo and Emma Vega, Elizabeth Vega, and Yost Garth. Mercedes Wagner, accompanied by Christy and Danielle Brown. Lindsay Walker, accompanied by Maddie Walker, Tanya Jeton, Jaron Jeton, and Jeremy Walker. Caitlin Watson, accompanied by Donna Watson and Scott Kubis. Trinity White, accompanied by Sean and Wendy White. And Michaela Wiley, accompanied by Paul and Carrie Wiley. Guys, one more time, give it up for these Heritage High School senior band students. Our seniors will now lead the band in the playing and the last time of their playing of the Heritage Fight Song. Please welcome to the field our future marching War Eagles from Oakdale and Langle. They will be performing together War Chant. Going directly to War Chant. Come on, all you Heritage fans, cheer along with them. Let's hear it. Heritage War Eagle Band would like to thank Mrs. Karen Steen and all of our administrators for their continued outstanding support of our music programs. Go War Eagles!
Not my personal band.
Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics. A free download in the App Store and Google Play. The Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics app will keep you up to date with all things War Eagles. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of Rogers Heritage War Eagle Athletics. And you can download it today for free in the App Store.
Please turn your attention to the 50-yard line for a special presentation. Our partners at Lewis and Clark Outfitters are committed to promoting active lifestyles by getting people outdoors and moving. Their motto is go out and play. When they heard of the events of July the 13th, 2017, involving Heritage High School sophomore Nick Kucha, and how committed he is in pursuit of a full and complete recovery, they did not hesitate. So on behalf of Lewis and Clark Outfitters, we would like to assist and encourage Nick to continue on his miraculous journey by presenting him with a brand new Giant ATX 2 bike. It's time Nick and the community of Rogers to follow Lewis and Clark's motto, to go out and play. Congratulations to Nick Kucha. Enjoy your new bike. Heritage High School would like to thank Har-ber and Coca-Cola for sponsoring tonight's $100 gift card from Har-ber. It is free to register for this giveaway, and every Friday night home game this year. Tonight's winner is Gabby Miller. So thanks to Har-ber and Coca-Cola, and congratulations to Gabby Miller. We'd like to announce the winner of the cheer and dance Yeti Cooler. The first winner is Diane Edward. Diane, you may claim your prize in front of the stands by the cheerleaders. Also, the Heritage Moms Yeti Cooler. The winner is Misty Sauls. Misty Sauls, you are the winner, and you may claim that at the north end zone concession stands. Some halftime scores around the conference. At the half, Springdale 33, Rogers 0. At the half, Fayetteville 41, Van Buren 7. At the half, Bentonville 28, Bentonville West 28. Greenwood 10 at the half, Lake Hamilton 10 at the half. At the half, Pea Ridge 0, Shiloh Christian 7. At the half, Conway 24, Bryant 14. All your roofing repair needs. 1-800.
We are much better at fixing roofs.
All right. Michael, can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
I'm Joe
So,
Gall,
welcome back, War Eagle fans. Hopefully you enjoyed halftime. The band played, and they sent their seniors off in grand fashion. And nice to see all the parents out and grandparents out with their children and those who have put in a 4-year investment in the band program. And even Palm and Cheer, they had their moment.
So it's going to be a touchback for the War Eagles. It's going to make it 1st and 10, 12 minutes. Wait. Is it the mercy rule?
Well, no, we have not. The score is 34-0. Har-ber's up 34-0. And according to what we've been told, the mercy rule goes into effect once one team is up by 35 points. And that has not happened yet.
Kick into the end zone for the touchback. The 1st and 10
nor do we want
for
it
the
to
Heritage
happen.
War Eagles
Correct.
to start the second half.
So the War Eagles get the ball here at the beginning of the second half. They're down 34-0, and they'd like to have a chance here to get a score on the board. And they would like to see the mercy rule not go into effect because it did happen last night, or last Friday, excuse me. So Dylan Qualls, big senior, takes the handoff here.
Number 15, Dylan Qualls on
gonna
the carry.
run down
Gain of
for
7,
about
the
7 yards.
2nd down and 3.
There we go. Thank you. Going to run for 7 yards. Going to make that about 2nd and 3 here. Again, we're just starting the second half. Har-ber's up 34-0. Heritage has the ball. 2nd and 3. Seniors, this is the last half of their high school career. Trey Kitterman's going to throw out here to Jay De La Rosa. And De La Rosa's going to fight his way, but I think he's still, I can't tell, I think he's going to be short. I think he's going to be short by about 1 yard. So we're going to make it about 3rd and 1 here for your War Eagles. We really need a conversion here. You want to be able to keep the ball. You want to have a chance of getting a score here. You don't want to have the mercy rule go into effect. You want to have a chance to keep the clock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So 3rd and 2. Have to get across the 34 first down. Trey Kitterman's in the game. Dylan Qualls, DeAndre Mendez. To his right, he's got Collins. He's got Jay De La Rosa. To his left, he's got Zach Gall.
Yeah.
Qualls, he gets the ball. He's going to run hard. It's going to be close. I think they're going to give it to him. I think they're going to give him progress over the 30. So I think we're going to see a War Eagle first down.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
So, Mr. Hall, tell me, when you, now the cross-country season's over, are you going to try to get in shape and run some track in the spring?
Yes, I am. Track season, well, of course it is in the spring, but practice, I'm not
Probably starts next week. Who knows?
No.
Trey Kitterman's going to keep this. He's going to run to his left. He's looking for a block. He's actually going to wind up going backwards. He's going to lose on that play. So Trey goes north, and then he goes backwards, and he's actually going to take a loss on the play. So what was 1st and 10 is going to be about 2nd and 13. You got your iPhone?
Yep, pretty
Good,
much.
there you go. Okay. All right, so we got 2nd and 14, 9:39 to go here in the second half. Kitterman, he's in the game. He's rolling back, and there's no one out there. He's going to throw that ball away, and I think he's going to get lucky. I don't think we're going to get intentional grounding on that play, although I think Trey could have been called for that because there wasn't a single person out there in the flat when he threw that. So going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 14. We're going to have to get across the 41 here for a first down. 9:29 to go. The clock's going to stop on that incomplete pass. Kitterman's going to have 3 to his right, going to have 2 to his left. Har-ber brings the 3-man rush. He's got Dylan Qualls down the middle, but he's going to drop the ball. He's going to hit Dylan Qualls, and Dylan's going to take a pretty good shot.
Not good.
Yep. Dylan takes a pretty good shot on that play. The ball hit him in the hands, but left him open for a pretty good shot. So I tell you what, as Dylan As Dylan's being tended to here, and we have an injury timeout, we're going to take a break as well. We're going to be back here in about 90 seconds.
What's so different about Arvest? Let's ask real customers.
I have the free business checking account.
They seem interested in making sure that your business is successful.
I'm in here probably 3 to 4 days a week.
They've helped me with lines of credit when I needed extra money for capital.
As a business person, Arvest is open when I'm open.
I've got tons of locations in those small towns where we end up building stuff at.
I didn't think it was, it could ever be done, but when I come down here, it was done.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
I'm Joe Dahl, owner of Dahl Excavation. We've been serving Northwest Arkansas for 20-plus years.
All right, welcome back, War Eagles.
So Dylan, he's going to get up. He's a little bit woozy on that play. I think we're going to see him take a rest for a little bit, but it's good to see him up on his feet. So that incomplete third down play is going to bring up 4th and 14. Zach Brown's going to come in the game. He's going to punt this. He's going to punt this thing. He's inside his zone 15. He's going to get off a pretty good kick. Gets a good bounce. Gets a really good bounce. Going to be recovered back to 25. Bunch of War Eagles. 21's dancing around. Continues dancing around. And he's going to be pulled down around his 27-yard line. So Har-ber's going to take over. 1st and 10, 9:05 to go here in the third quarter. And I'll tell you, at some point tonight when we have some time, we're going to play some bits and pieces. The broadcasting class for Miss Beeson has done a special project where they have profiled Whitey Smith. Thank you. I had to think about it for a second. Yeah, Whitey Smith. They interviewed him and did a really cool project on him. And didn't you guys win an award for this project? Or
a story we did on Whitey Smith went to the Little Rock Film Festival.
Okay, awesome. So when we have time tonight, we're going to try to play that in between plays, in between timeouts, so you can get the chance to see that video. And Whitey Smith, who he contributed greatly to sports here in Rogers for many years, and he retired from the chicken cooking industry. And I know our friends across town over at Rogers High School, they actually have named some of their buildings after Mr. Smith. So on 1st and 10, Har-ber, they got some new players in the game, and on 1st down, they're going to have a turnover, going to be recovered, going to make it 2nd and 16.
So, Mr. Moss, did you do anything over the 3-day weekend that we had, the little vacation?
Yeah, we had a nice couple of days off there, and the Moss family slept. So number 4 for Har-ber, he's going to get the pitch, and he's going to run out here to his left. So number 4 for Har-ber, that's Emmanuel Smith. He's another sophomore running back. So Har-ber is just loaded. They've got tons of sophomores in there contributing tonight, and that's going to be a 1st down for Har-ber.
Got little midgets out on the field.
Yeah, we had a nice little vacation. That was nice to have. I know the students actually had a 4-day weekend. We only had 3 days, but we got to come back on that Monday, and we were exposed to some professional development that taught us how to be better teachers. So.
Well, you guys are already better teachers already.
Well, Mr. Hall, thank you very much. I would probably agree with that, but unfortunately, my contract says I got to have X number of hours of PD training, and that was one of them. So while you got to sleep in.
No, I was in Florida.
Okay, let's change the subject before I get angry. All right, so 2nd and 10. Har-ber's got 2nd and 10. Number 2 for the quarterback. He's going to go back. He continues to look. He's dancing around. He's got a lane to his left. He's going to take off. He's got the 1st and more.
Who was that pushed him out? That was number 17, and that's Carter Christian. I can hardly see.
Yeah, we've got some I'm not sure what we got going on, but we got some condensation building up in here. Number 2, Hunter Wood, he's the sophomore. He actually took some snaps in the first half. He's taking some more snaps here in the second half. So 1st and 10 for Har-ber, and the War Eagles were jumping around, and it looks like we're going to give them 5 easy yards on this play. So we're going to get called for offside. So we're making it way too easy for your Har-ber Wildcats. Your War Eagles are not playing a pretty smart game tonight. So
no, they're not.
So first and 5 for Har-ber. 7:58 to go here in the third quarter. Number 2 for Har-ber, their sophomore quarterback. He's in the game. He hands the ball off to another sophomore, going to run hard up the middle. He's going to get a first down to about the 31.
Kind of hard to see with all this condensation up in here.
Yeah, I think somebody turned the heater on in here, and I think we got some condensation. Sandy, was that you? No. Did you turn the heater on?
No, I said, can you clear up the windows?
I think it might have been Ryan that did it. Might have been Ryan.
So somebody turned the heater on in here, and we're the only booth that has condensation on their windows. Everybody else can see the game. Number 2 for Har-ber, he's back to throw. He's being rushed. He's got some pressure on him. Please, somebody take him down. He's going to throw it up. He's got a man off his fingertips, incomplete. I think we're going to be called for roughing the passer. Number 2 for Har-ber, he went back to throw when we could not lay off, and I think we're going to get called for a late hit. I think we're going to get roughing the passer. So what was going to be 2nd and 10 is going to wind up being roughing the passer. That's going to give Har-ber 15 yards, going to put them down to the 16. So, Mr. Hall, 7:25 to go here. We're in the third quarter. So tell me what else is going on in school in your life.
Well, cross-country season is already over, and just waiting for track season, and hopefully I get put in the events, unlike my sophomore year, where
I'm sure if you work hard, I'm sure they'll put you somewhere.
No, wait, it wasn't my sophomore year. It was my freshman year, where I was only put in a open 800 where people volunteer and run in it, and then I was actually put into the mile. I wanted to actually wanted to be in the real event.
So wait, hang on for a second. You're telling me that people volunteer to run?
Yeah.
Yeah, people volunteer to run. Well, I guess I'm not on that team.
Well,
so Har-ber's going to throw the ball here, and going to be incomplete. So 2's going to throw it back again, almost the exact same play, and it's going to be incomplete once again. So 3rd and 10 here for Har-ber. They're again at the Heritage 16-yard line, 7:16 to go. We've got a score update here at halftime. It's Bentonville High School 28, Bentonville West 28. So we got a pretty tight game going there for the conference championship. Here we've got Har-ber's up 34-0. 3rd and 10. Ball's going to be given to number 4, the running back, and he's going to run hard.
Into the end zone.
Touchdown, Har-ber. So this is going to make it 40. So after this, Mr. Hall, now that we're 40 and it's now 40-0, now we're going to see the mercy rule. So after this kickoff, the game clock will not stop. The game clock will continue to roll. So we're likely to see a pretty fast second half here with the mercy rule now going into effect.
Which is the second mercy roll that we've seen, or just the first?
Well, it's the second week in a row. It's the second week in a row that we've now been mercy ruled, where we've had the mercy clock go into effect. So Har-ber's going to kick it. The score is going to be good. Going to be 41-0. So with that kick, we're going to take a timeout here, and we may play a few seconds of the profile on Whitey Smith. We may go to a commercial. I'll let somebody else make that decision. So we're back here in a few seconds.
All right.
Whitey's kind of the John Wayne.
Whitey is a legend because there's nobody else like him.
He's always there to ask, what can I do to help you? How can we be more involved?
1 in a million kind of person. I mean, just 1 in a million.
To have his name here at Rogers High School just means a tremendous amount for our community.
He's the most giving human being I've ever met.
This is Spirit 52, recapturing the real spirit of high school sports in Arkansas. Presented by Gatorade and First Security Bank, inspiring us all to what's possible.
The year was 1956. Eisenhower was president. Kids were listening to the music of Elvis Presley, And in the sleepy town of Rogers, Arkansas, a young man began a life of service to his community that has endured for over half a century.
You know, Whitey's a man with a great heart. You mentioned Rogers, or you mentioned Rogers Athletics. You know, you think about him.
After graduating from Rogers High, Alvis Whitey Smith began volunteering.
All right, so we're going to continue the profile on Whitey Smith here in a few more seconds. But we've got a kickoff here. Har-ber. We're going to kick this ball in the end zone. So Har-ber's now up 41-0 here. We've got 7:10 to go here in the third quarter. And hopefully we can do something. Hopefully with the time remaining on the clock, hopefully we can do something. We can mount some kind of an offense. Hopefully we can get some first downs. Hopefully we can build on something positive. And we'll see who's coming in the game at quarterback. I'm looking out there, and I'm not sure. There we go. It's going to be Kitterman's going to be coming in. So Kitterman's going to be coming in. The clock's running now, 7:02, 7:01, 7 minutes. Jay De La Rosa's to his right.
Jay De La Rosa is definitely to his right.
Ethan Brown is out there. It looks as if Dylan Qualls is back in the game. I think he's back in the game at this point. Going to be a fake right there. Going to be thrown to Jay.
Oh,
Jay's
come on,
going to run. That little screen out there to the right is going to get about 2 yards. It's going to be about 2nd and 8 coming up for your War Eagles now as the clock continues to run here in the third quarter.
So 6:30 left to go in the third quarter, and what we're experiencing right now is known as a mercy rule. For those that don't know what a mercy rule is, it's whenever the other opposing team is 35 points higher than the other team, and then the clock does not stop whatsoever.
So 2nd and 8, Kitterman's going to keep. He's going to run far left, and I think he's going to fight his way down for a first down. So first down for the War Eagles. So the chains are going to move, and the War Eagles are going to keep the ball. So first down there for Kitterman and the War Eagles. So 1st and 10, you've got Trey back there.
Mm-hmm. Trey Kitterman.
He's calling it all the way up there on a scrimmage.
Fakes it. Oh, good. Go. No. And, well, he's brought down on the 50-yard line, which is that another 1st and 10?
That's another 1st and 10. That's Jay De La Rosa right there. Nice 20-yard gain there for Jay De La Rosa, playing his last game as a Heritage War Eagle. Jay De La Rosa, he doesn't look like much. He's kind of a tiny guy in the hallways, but he has a big heart, and we've seen him make a lot of big plays this year for the War Eagles. And shame that he doesn't have one more year under his belt. So we got 1st and 10. Ball's going to be given to Dylan Qualls, who's back in the game after that injury a few minutes ago. And he's going to fight his way down for about 3 yards.
See, that's what I like to see in a football player. You know, he doesn't, you know, a strong football player does not see an injury as, you know, an end for him, because he knows that if he continues pushing hard, he'll gain success.
Well, and it's going to take a lot more than that to get Dylan Qualls off the field. So, 2nd and 6 here for your War Eagles. Dylan Qualls going to run the ball off the right side. Not going to get a whole lot there. Whole bunch of white shirts going to pull him down. Going to make it 3rd and about 6. Again, the clock continues to roll. 4:07, 4:06, 4:05.
This is not good for the War Eagles. I mean, I got wait, what's the words that I'm looking for? Bear with me. Homecoming game, when we won, that was
an exciting game. That was a good game against Van Buren.
Sorry if I hurt your ears, by the way.
We had a couple other games this year. I mean, we played Russellville really close the first half. Dylan Cole is going to run that ball right side. He's going to fight his way down for about 3 yards. Going to make it 4th and short. No, we've had some good games this year where we played, really hard the first half, and second half we came out flat. It was just difficult for us this year to find two matching halves to pull out as many wins as we wanted.
Yes.
So we got 4th and 2 here, so we're gonna keep the offense on the field. So 4th and 2, 3:11 to go here in the game. Trey's back at quarterback.
I do want to give one shout out to my girlfriend right now. She wanted to, be on FaceTime with me, and so I'm allowing that. That way she can see what it's like to be for me inside of the press box. And what was that? Well, I guess we just had to wait. Did we throw the ball or did we kick it?
No, he threw it. That was 4th and 2, and Trey Kitterman was back in the pocket, and he was trying to hit Zach Gall on that play. Zach Gall was going down the left side, and Trey was trying to encourage him to just streak down the field, and they didn't communicate very well, and going to come up short on that play, going to be there on 4th and short.
Yeah, but the cross-country team, I saw Jake, and I congratulated him. I saw other members of the cross-country team. I want to put a hold on the cross-country team. There's some score updates. Bentonville is 28. Bentonville West is 28, so it's a tie game in the third quarter. Springdale has 40. Wow. RHS, 0, so they're in the mercy rule within the third quarter. Van Buren, 7. Fayetteville, 41, another mercy rule. Is that correct?
That's no, that is not correct. Of course, I'm not sure when the – probably not. Being 41-7, they are probably not yet.
Okay. And then Fayetteville and Van Buren is in the third quarter.
So the defense is going to wrap up the running back, and he's not going to get a whole lot. That's going to make it 2nd and 1 is going to bring up about 3rd and 1. I do not believe they're going to give him forward progress on that. So Har-ber's going to keep it 3rd and short.
Yeah, but whenever I was in Florida, I saw my...
Are you telling me about your 4-day weekend in Florida?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. Well, I was actually supposed to fly back on Sunday, but the flights were so booked that we had to fly out on Monday.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but I do not feel a bit sorry for you. A booked flight, woohoo. So you had to wait for your airplane ride back from the beach.
No.
Well, I'm glad you guys had fun. Did you go down with your mom?
Yes, I did. My grandma for the first time, my dad's mom.
Oh, well, neat.
Yeah, we went
so you
to.
got to see some family. Well, good for you, Michael.
We went to Busch Gardens. And it's an African-themed amusement park, and they have a roller coaster called Cheetah Hunt, 0 to 80 the whole time.
Well, I'd probably call that not the cheetah, probably the puking hunt. So Har-ber's going to throw the ball here in the flat, and it's going to be caught out there by the receiver, and he's going to sprint a good 20 yards, basically untouched for another Har-ber touchdown. And with 4 seconds left to go in the third quarter, Har-ber's now up 47-0.
This is not good.
Well, this is all just part of the growing pains, unfortunately, and once the game is over, you tell the seniors goodbye, and then you rally around your juniors and your sophomores, and you start preparing for next year. The 2018 season is going to begin tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow. Did not know that.
So the kick's going to be up, going to be good.
And so that leaves it to 48-0.
48-0. Har-ber's in the driver's seat.
However, I'm still confused. If it's a mercy roll, why are they stopping the clock?
Well, because that was a change of possession right there. That was actually a dead ball once they scored. So this is actually a dead ball once we have the change of possession.
Okay.
All right, so we've got 4 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Again, if you're listening tonight, thank you for staying tuned, and we appreciate you guys being loyal listeners to your War Eagle football team and listening to the band play and supporting our school. And I just know that at some point that better days are ahead. I know the last 3 years there hasn't been a whole lot to cheer about on the football field. I think we're 3-27 over the last 3 years, and that's, at some point it only has to get better. So Ty Grazer. I'm sorry, that was Jay De La Rosa. I do apologize. That was Jay De La Rosa down there. He's going to pick the ball up down at the 1. Probably would have been kind of ill-advised. He would have been better off just letting that roll back in the end zone. But he tries to scoop it up, and he does the tightrope, and he's going to fall out about the 3-yard line. So just to make things even more difficult, we're going to take over our own 3-yard line. So we're going to change halves here. We're going to change the other end of the field. And as we do that, we're going to play some more of the Whitey Smith story.
All right.
Hearing from Mountie athletic events where he would serve for the next 50 years. But it was a need for funds that gave birth to the legend that is Whitey's Chicken.
I was looking for a fundraiser for my cheer and dance teams, and some of my cheer parents said, "Do you do the chicken cooks?" And I was like, "What is a chicken cook?" And they explained what Whitey does for the community.
It was a little fundraiser we started 50-some, 60 years ago. We did it for a couple of organizations back then. Tyson, they furnished me chicken for 50 years. We got the chicken, furnished the labor and everything, and they sold the chicken and got all the money.
But then our kids would get community service hours for working it, which is a plus. And the fact that they had all these men showing them what giving back to community means.
It's such a tradition in Rogers. You could see the smoke. We're on our way to the Razorback game.
All right, so we take over, 1st and 10 from our own 3.
Looks like we're fighting for yardage.
Yeah, we're fighting, and in Har-ber, they're still fighting as well. So that's about a 2-yard gain. He's going to get across about the 5. Going to make it about 2nd and 8. So the clock continues to roll. Clock's going to continue rolling, 11:41, 11:40. This is going to be a pretty fast fourth quarter.
It is. Because, I mean, we're still on the mercy rule.
That's correct.
And unless if maybe we score, which I doubt that we will, but, you never know. So Dylan Qualls is running.
He's going to be a little bit short there of the 9. Gain of 4. Going to make a 3rd and 4 here. So for those of you who've watched the last several years, you're about to see a whole bunch of seniors who've contributed and played. You're about to see them take their last few snaps. You've got Dylan Qualls, who's been kind of a mainstay back there since he was a sophomore. And you're about to see the last 10 minutes of his career. Same thing with Trey Kitterman. He quarterback when he was a sophomore, and you're about to see their careers come to an end here. Trey's going to keep it, going to fight, going to get across the 10.
Looked like a hard hit from where I saw it.
He's going to get down to about the 11. Going to make it 4th.
Man, he's pretty strong out there. I mean, he takes.
He is strong. Trey is a bull. He is. That's going to bring up 4th and 2 here. We're going to have to get across the 14-4 first down. And I think we're going to make the decision to go ahead to punt the ball here. So as the clock continues to roll here, 10-16, 10-15.
So if he's a bull, where's his bull rider?
I don't know. I think that was the whole bunch of Har-ber Wildcats you saw throw him down to the ground. So,
well, it should be the bull throwing the bull rider down instead of the bull rider throwing the bull down. All right, so a kick has been made. A good
nice
roll.
Kick. Good
kick.
roll.
Get it.
Keep on rolling down to the 36.
So that wouldn't count as a penalty if they kick the ball further, would it?
I think right now the referees just want to keep the clock running, and so Har-ber's going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 36. So we're in the last 9.5 minutes here of the 2017 season. And so next year, War Eagle fans, you've got some juniors coming back next year who are going to be contributing. You've got juniors out there who are coming back like Dylan Moore. He's played offense quite a bit, and although he hasn't caught the ball a whole lot, he's been on the field almost every play on offense. Then you've got number 13. You've got Zach Brown. You've got a junior quarterback coming back next year who does have experience. We're excited to see him coming back. So Har-ber, I think they've got some underclassmen in.
Yeah.
And 34 is going to take the ball, and he's just going to roll downfield for a huge gain. 34. That's if that's a sophomore. No, that's a senior. 30. No, wait.
Sophomore.
I don't even see a 34 on there. Don't even see a 34. So he didn't even make the roster, but he just ran the ball for about 20 yards. All right, so
he's a secret spy.
He is. So Har-ber's got 1st and 10 here. They're going to run the ball. 34. The no-name War Eagle, or I'm sorry, the no-name Wildcat, he's going to run for another about 9-yard gain. So, hey, for those of you who love sports, the sports season is just continuing. Although football ends tonight, basketball begins next week, and we've got girls and boys are playing next week. And I know that we will be broadcasting some of the games. I don't think we're broadcasting all of them, but I know that Sandy Beast and her classes will be broadcasting a variety of home games. And I believe Ms. Beeson just said you can count on Friday night games are going to be broadcast. So Har-ber's going to take a timeout here with 7:43. And as they do, we're going to go back to our Whitey Smith story.
I'm sure somebody's selling chicken today, and we'll grab something for them.
In almost 60 years of In almost 60 years of Saturday chicken cooks, it's estimated that Whitey and his crew have raised over $1 million for athletics in Rogers.
That doesn't concern me. We did it for football, basketball, track, volleyball, all of them. If you're a millionaire, if you don't have a penny, you're the same to me.
There's not a Mountie athlete that's come through here, or not a Little League baseball player or anybody that Whitey hasn't in some way impacted.
In 2013, Rogers High School honored Whitey Smith for a lifetime of service by naming their new football stadium after him.
Rogers Public Schools can never say thank you.
All right, and welcome back, War Eagles.
So 2nd and 2 here for Har-ber.
Number 88.
Motion man's going to take the ball, going to be taken down. We will get back to the conclusion of that Whitey Smith profile. And if you do not know, the broadcasting class at Heritage, they have outstanding students. And Miss Beeson, you're close. I understand recently you received a major award. Tell us about this. Tell us about this major award that you won recently.
I was so honored and so proud. I got Broadcasting Teacher of the Year at the Spring Creek Art Festival in Springdale. It's a big deal. I was humbled, honored. It was awesome.
Queen Bee. Queen Bee.
Queen Bee.
Well, Miss Beeson is fantastic, and she is well deserving of that award. And congratulations. And Miss Beeson is just one of the many fantastic teachers at Heritage High School that
she is.
That just create a fantastic experience for our students. And we have a lot to celebrate at Heritage High School. And our athletes, they're student athletes, and many of these young boys and girls you see tonight in the band and pom and cheer on the football field, they're taking AP classes. They're taking some of them are taking classes at the community college, and many of these seniors, although their days of playing football are going to be over, many of them are still going to be going to college. And although football ends, their life is just beginning.
Flag is called onto the play. Yep, it's on Har-ber because they're moving back.
So Har-ber, they're up 48-0 right now, and the clock just continues to tick. 5:50, 5:49, 5:48.
This is not good whatsoever.
Well, Mr. Hall, what we have to do sometimes is that, when things don't go our way and we're taking a beat down like this, you have to accentuate the positive, and you have to, look to the future and fumble on that play. Fumble on that play.
There we go. Bring him back. Bring him back.
So the Har-ber backup quarterback's going to get taken down for a huge loss on that play. Yeah, he's pulled down by a whole bunch of orange shirts. It's going to make that 2nd and long. So.
We're not known as orange shirts.
No, well, whatever we are, it's a whole bunch of orange that tackled that quarterback. So, but no, whenever you have a season like this where you're going to finish the year 1-9, and it looks as if we're going to end the year being outscored 118-0 over our last 2 games. In order to, show up the next day and to do your job and to lift the weights and to prepare for the next year, you got to find the positives. You got to look for your guys like Ty Grazer, who's going to be back next year. You got to look to your Zach Browns. You got to look to some of your sophomores. I know we've had a couple of sophomores this year. I know that Griffin Brown, who's only a sophomore, I know he's played quite a bit this year. I expect him next year that he's probably going to start as a junior next year for the War Eagles.
Yes.
So Har-ber keeps the ball on the ground. Going to bring up 4th and long. Going to bring up maybe not a mile, but 4th and a half a mile probably.
Brings up 4th down and 29.
Our official score guy says 4th and 20. What do you say, 26? 29?
It says 4th and 26.
4th and 26. Well, that's longer than I care to drive. So the clock continues to go. 3:45, 3:44, 3:42, so on. Looks like Har-ber's going to actually just take a delay a game. The play clock's down to 3, 2, 1. And he's going to take a timeout. So as Har-ber takes the timeout here, as they plan the last play, we're going to finish up the Whitey Smith story.
All right, I agree.
Dedication that he gives to the young people. He's just a tremendous person.
Everybody's going to remember Whitey. He's just such a giving man, great human being. People may forget about the fundraisers, but they'll never forget him.
I want them to be able to continue the story in giving back, whatever that looks like to them, giving back to your community, giving back to your schools. He set the bar here in Rogers very high.
I don't even think rare is a good term. I think 1 in a million. I don't think it happens anywhere else. I really don't.
I'm a friend to everybody. Everybody is somebody. They'd like to be treated like somebody.
I hope you enjoyed this week's story.
All right, so Har-ber's going to make the decision to punt here with 3.5 minutes to go here in the game. Back deep for the War Eagles, you've got Jay De La Rosa's back there. It's going to be a short punt. So Heritage is going to get the ball one last time here in this 2017 season as the clock continues to roll. 3:10, 3:09 here to go. I want to remind you guys one more time that this Friday, November 10th, Heritage High School is having our annual Veterans Day Assembly. The assembly is going to take place in the morning at around 10:15. If you're in the community or if you have somebody in your family who's a veteran or they've served in whatever military, please show up. We've got a special place for you to sit. The band is beautiful. The choir, they're just fantastic. And then, the students always show up, and they've got fantastic poems to read to the entire assembly.
I better not see anybody taking a knee.
And I tell you what, we're going to actually show you a little bit of that right now. So we're going to show you our Veterans Day promo.
What does it mean to be American? To live, work, and play in this great country we call home. To me, being an American means waking up every morning with the knowledge that I can be whatever I want to be. Being an American means being free. But freedom came with a cost. The United States is engaged in 12 major wars since its creation. Throughout those wars, millions of men and women have fought courageously to protect our home, some to their very last breath.
All right, so nice Veterans Day promo there by the broadcasting department. We have a chance, we'll show you some more of that. So you've got Heritage seniors on the field for the last time. You got Dylan Qualls running hard right. Going to get about an 8-yard gain as he gets across the 30. Again, the clock continues to roll here in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes to go until the season's over.
I mean, though Veterans Day is next week, right?
It is. The actual Veterans Day is on Friday. We're going to observe it on Friday since that is the 10th, but the actual day is the 11th.
I want to let every veteran out there know that I thank you for your service because, I mean, I understand that they hear this all the time, but it is literally an honor that they gave up their freedom. That way I can go home and be able to talk to my family, and it means just a lot because, you know, Coach Cook, I think he's in the National Guard. I want to thank him for his service, and technically I want to thank all of the teachers that have served, that go here to Heritage, basically anywhere in the United States. And I'm going to join the service probably pretty soon.
So you're planning on joining next year after your senior year?
Well, I might. It just depends. Cause
You're still debating it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And you know, you're talking about faculty members. We've got Mr. Hector. He's an art teacher. He's actually served in 2 different branches. Vincent Reynolds, he's a Marine. You mentioned Coach Cook, Coach Wayne Levering. He served in the military.
Mr. Dancer.
Mr. Dancer, he was in the Navy. So you're correct. We've had several members who have served. So Zach Brown's going to take the ball, and he's going to throw the ball out to 83, Big E. Big E, number 83, Ethan Brown. That was good to see. Ethan Brown's going to get a big catch out there on the right-hand side. So what a way for Ethan Brown to kind of end his career. They're going to throw the ball to him, get a nice big completion out there in the right flat. So we're looking at the last 14, 13, last 12 seconds. It's going to be the last play of the 2017 season. We're going to sit back and let you guys enjoy it.
And, well, that's the
and that's how the season's going to end. Well, Michael, it's not the way we would want the game to go, but that's just the way it is sometimes. And every dark cloud has a silver lining, and you know, there will be brighter days ahead. I don't know when it's going to be, but at some point you will see a football team be, you know, productive. You will see it be competitive, and hopefully we'll see that next year. Well, Mr. Hall, I have thoroughly enjoyed spending my Friday nights with you, and
I have to.
Next year, you going to do this again?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely. All right, well, go do some. I am not doing basketball. Mr. Moss knows nothing about basketball.
Well,
the only thing I dribble is, you know, water down my chin. You do not want to see me, you know, calling a basketball game.
Well,
so,
I think I might be calling those games with Coach Cook.
Good, fantastic. I think Coach Cook would be a fantastic addition to your basketball season. What better than to have someone who has actually played and coached that position to actually be side by side with you?
Yeah.
So, Michael, any last words or comments as we sign off here?
What I want to say is to the seniors, you guys have actually went out there. You guys have played hard, and as you guys have this end of the season, I want to thank all of you for giving a huge inspiration to all the other athletes and knowing what perseverance is and not letting yourself down.
All right. Well, for Michael Hall, Miss Geeson, we've got Mr. Gall. He's in the booth tonight with us. And we had another addition. And remind me your name. Christian. Christian here was this evening. And then for everybody who's on cameras, who's in the cameras tonight? We got Nathan Keys. We got Nathan's on the camera. Who else?
Garrett Lummel.
We have Garrett on one of the cameras. Who else?
Tell them your name. Caitlin.
And Caitlin was on one of the cameras tonight. So.
And Alexis.
And Alexis. So, wow, we had a full team tonight bringing you the game. And again, you know, thank Miss Beeson, thank her groups. And for Michael Hall, I'm TJ Moss. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next season.
All right.
In 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower made an official change to one of our national holidays, turning Armistice Day, which is a celebration of the end of World War I, to Veterans Day. There are 16 million veterans living in our nation, and this holiday stands as a time to remember their bravery, strength, and sacrifice, all for God, country, and family.
Hey, Mr. Moss, I heard that there's a Veterans Day program coming up.
There sure is. It's coming up on Friday, November 10th. In the morning during the source session time, we're going to get together and have our annual Veterans Day Assembly where we get to recognize students and teachers who have served and who are going to be serving our country. It's also a chance for us to remember all those who have served in the community and get to recognize and honor them.
So do you know when exactly that is?
It's going to be Friday, November 10th. It's going to be, the actual day is November the 11th, which is an actual holiday, but since it falls on a Saturday, we're going to honor and recognize it on that Friday before.
Do we need to wear anything in particular?
I think it'd be cool if we had a red, white, and a blue day, kind of a patriotic day. We haven't, we've had a lot of School Spirits Day, but we have not had any kind of a patriotic dress-up day. And I think it'd be fantastic if we had 1,800 kids in that gym. At the same time, we're singing the national anthem and being patriotic, that we're all decked out in red, white, and blue. And for that one moment, we're all on the same page and we're all on the same team.
All right, thank you.